Okay, guys, so if y'all want to figure out what's going on with Tarkov's new patch, stay tuned for the rest of this video. Let's hop right in. Okay, so I'm going to read y'all the new patch notes for 12.9. I'm glad that they're updating the game. Really like the way that they're going with this game. It's starting to get really good. Well, with this patch, they also came with a wipe. I was kind of irritated about that, but it is what it is. Okay, so hot fix. They fixed the incorrect calculation of the recoil of weapons with the buttstock folded and mounted on the buttstock pad. Okay, that I've never seen that issue. um, Fixed. Raiders behaving incorrectly in different conditions. Searches of system units on location did not happen right away. Application of buffs, debuffs from food and water and stimulants if the character already has a debuff. Errors that cause the game server to crash. Okay, yeah. Visual duplication of item characteristics in the flea market. Various bugs in the game client. Yeah, I'm glad they fixed that shit. Yeah, so here's where they came with the wipe. Added and changed Woods expansion. I haven't seen that yet. Reworked PMC initial gear sets. Added customization of head and voice when creating characters. Okay, I'm so glad that they added that in. A little bit of customization is better than none. That's a big thing for me, especially with this being kind of like an RPG survival type deal. Uh, Added skill immunity. I thought that was already in there. Reworked metabolism. Okay, I wonder what that means. Reduced the volume of steps interaction with vegetation. Okay, so whenever you walk into like a bush, it sounds like you're freaking running through it and you're just walking into the bush. So I'm kind of excited to see where that goes. Added chance to cause bleedings to the ammunition. Okay. Now some ammo can cause heavy or light bleeding more often than other rounds. That makes sense. Like hollow points maybe. Now some face shields and glasses will reduce time of blindness effect from flashbang rounds and grenades. Huh. Let's see what that entails. I wonder how much of a advantage that's gonna help you out with whenever you get blinded. Because I got blinded the other day and it was like, fuck, I was blinded for fucking 10 minutes. It felt like. Players will be receiving letters with a supply package for the first 7 days of playing. Okay. Added all button in the purchasing menu when buying from dealers via flea market. Now you can select all available items with a single click. Okay, yeah, that'd be great. Filters in the wish list tab are modified separately and do not affect other flea market tabs. I wonder what that means. Something to do with the filters though. Uh, Enter button now confirms the action in the most dialogue windows. Well, that'd be useful instead of having to click it. Slot highlighting when dragging items in your inventory can now be turned off. Equipped armbands are now unlootable and can't be lost upon death. That sounds great. So I could just buy one armband and not lose it. The letter with the reward for the exit in cooperation with the scab will now come with a slight delay. What? Duh. I don't know what that means. Containers will apply restriction filters to mods installed on the transported object. Putting a mount with a thermal sight installed on it into a secured container is no longer allowed. Huh. I wonder if they did that to cut down probably on people selling thermal sights. But does it matter thermal sights or regular sights or Huh. New equipment and clothing is added. PMC tops and bottoms, body armor, rigs, smoke tops, and this for the scavs. Okay, so they're adding some new scav clothes. I'm glad they did that. Change the characteristics of a large number of weapon mods. Okay. Simplified the Jaeger quest. Fuck yes. I've never even done Jaeger quest. Updated some quests. Change execution conditions, starting conditions, and rewards. Reduce bonus of recoil reduction from the recoil control skill. What? What's the whole fucking point of training in it? I mean, and weapon mastering. Okay, well, what's the whole fucking point of training that skill if it doesn't give you a good? I mean, I guess maybe people were training that skill so high and there's like no recoil, maybe. Uh, Now character overweight starts at 35. It used to be 40. Okay, I would like to see how that changed. Increase purchase limits for some ammo. Yes. Okay, I came into that with Peacekeeper. I bought too many AR-15 rounds. 5.56. New weapons and ammunition. The Vector. Okay. The SIG MCX assault rifle and 300 blackout. Ooh, that might be a good one. UMP SMG. About goddamn time they added that one. MK18 mod for the DMR and 338. Huh. 300 blackout. 338 Lupa Magnum ammunition. Various new weapon mods. Okay, they fixed some shit with AI. Fix bots hanging behind stationary weapons. Yeah, I've seen that a couple times actually. Fixed a bug where Killa could not hear the enemies approaching from behind. Okay, I'm guessing Killa might be a scab boss. Other various bots, fixes, and optimizations. Optimization, animation optimizations for interfaces, optimizations of sounds and RAM, server optimization. Okay, I'm glad they did that. I'm tired of getting kicked. Aiming a GL40 with reflex sights. Okay. The position of the character's body when blind firing was not reset after opening the inventory. What? Blind Blinding was imposed even if the player used a thermal imager. Huh. The stationary machine gun was removed from its mount if the player used it while in the blind firing position. What? The stationary machine gun was removed from its mount. Oh, okay. Yeah. It was possible to use the tops and bottoms of the opposite faction. Yes, it was. The nickname could not be changed if the new nickname was 15 characters long. The range value of the sight did not change immediately after the alignment of the weapon had two sights on it. Okay, I wonder if they fixed a. I was having an issue where I had a mount that had two different sights on it. I couldn't switch the sights. So I wonder if that's something they addressed in this patch. A duplicate weapon could hang behind the player's back for a few seconds after changing weapons. Some pants had the equipped gun hanging outside of the holster during the fitting of the Ragman service screen. The observer did not see the player checking the fire mode on his weapon. Weapon presets. It was impossible to delete the overwritten preset. Wrong mods were installed on the weapon if the build was initiated during a save process. Failed to redeem all available items in the lot of the player attempted to purchase items over the limit. Failed to interact with the inventory in a raid if the player had previously disassembled the weapon via the context menu. When reactivating the exit with a hermetic hermetic I think that's what door at the location reserved. The siren stopped working earlier than it should have. The sensitivity while aiming down sights changed when putting and removing sights from the weapon. A character was performing a light grenade throw only by double pressing the RMB. Huh. The character was performing a light grenade throw only by. I mean, I don't. Ain't that your choice? I thought you could set that up to where to where you can change your own controls. So why is that an issue? A character was performing a light grenade throw only by double pressing, unless maybe he didn't have it set like that. That's the only thing. Uninformative message about the lack of space in the stash when transferring items from the letter on receive all. The found in raid status for the weapon would not update if you would not put not non found in raid item mod on the gun. Huh. Incorrect information about the level of mastering in the weapon inspector. The price of one item decreased by 1 ruble if the player bought several of the same item from a dealer. The azimuth was missing if the player opened the pause menu with a compass in his hands. I'm guessing that's the compass. The camera could go through the body of another player. Missing messages in group chat, various server errors, various minor fixes, various localization fixes, and various location fixes. Okay, well, that was a lot. It seems like they're doing some good things here, but I'm not happy about the wipe. But uh, I think they added new weapons. But I just bought the Edge of Darkness edition from a friend of mine, so I'm really curious on what all that entails. I think it's gonna be good. I'm not sure, but if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that like button and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Sorry I haven't been on in a little while. I've been sick and possibly dealing with COVID again. So, well, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll talk to you guys later.